You see in the movie Da Vinci Code, they rub the symbolism in your face. It's ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. To the center of the flat earth plane, the rose is like the bullseye.
The rose was a symbol for the Holy Grail.
Do you hear that? Ring around the rosy now has a completely different meaning to you. They're talking about getting to the center of the dish before you're dead. You need to get there before you're dead. They rub this in your face. You don't have to like it. You'd have to be filthy fucking retarded not to see it. Every compass is pointing to the Holy Grail. It's literally right over there at the center of the flat earth plane. The earth is flat. There's a dome up there. Every compass is pointing to the very center where the green astral jet is shooting out of the Holy of Holies. This is where you need to get to before you're dead and drink from the living waters. And you need to start making videos and helping out people. If you don't, then your fucking life is in my hands. And it's just that simple. If I don't make videos, you're fucking dead. And everybody you love is surely gonna fucking die. You need to get to the center of the flat earth plane and drink from the living waters. They're rubbing this shit in your face. The rose is a symbol for the Holy Grail. They're telling you, like the bullseye, you play pin the tail on the donkey, you shoot your arrows and your darts into the bullseye. It's the very center of the flat earth plane. That's where you need to get to before you're dead. You need to start helping out making videos, and if you don't, you're a filthy fucking retard. This video is my morning jacket out of my system. You see, the very center of the flat earth plane is where you need to get to before you're dead and jump into the Holy of Holies at the center of the flat earth plane. They rub this in your fucking face. It's unmistakable. Look at that shit. Poof. Into the Holy of Holies at the very center of the flat earth plane where the Aurora Borealis is coming out. This is where you need to get to before you're dead and drink from the living waters. If you want to get out of Oz, then you need to get to where every compass is pointing to. It's just that simple. You don't have to like it. It's rubbed in your face 24/7.
You know, it's out of the frying pan and into the fire. They rub this in your fucking face. Mr. Gay Rass son, like harassing your ass. You know, you're Mr. Slave. You're getting fucked up the ass every which way from Sunday. Member berries, like your member, your penis, berries your balls. Whether you stand or sit when you go to the bathroom, you're a little silly human slave. You know nothing of truth. They're rubbing this in your face that your new president was born a female. And you see him with his wife, who's really a man. And you see the children. They're all fake. Everything's fake. It's staged. You got a big dick up your ass right now, and you love it. It's that you love your dick in your mouth because you go pay your taxes and you cast your ball it, and you read your Bible, and you put on your black satanic robe at graduation, and you speak your black magic spells. You got balls on your chin because you suck so much dick. It's not even funny. You love eating booty, and we're not talking about like the good booty. We're talking about you eating the government's booty. How you suck the ass of your government. And it's toilet paper. It's all shit. It's all coming out the ass on your television. Your transvestite, you know, turds of fillet toilet paper. They rub this in your fucking face. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. He loves me and I love you. So, vicariously through him, you know the song. What I'm saying is that Jesus the Son places his light into the hole at the center of the flat earth plane, and out from that hole comes the ash-trailing jet, the Aurora Borealis. You've been playing Pin the Tail on the Donkey, Bob for Apples, Ring Around the Rosie. Every game you play is showing you X marks the spot. You need to get here before you're dead, but you're too fucking stupid to see it. You suck on your member berries, and you're a filthy retard. You see nothing of truth. Looking at the South Park symbology, you see the goobacks. They love getting fucked up the ass. They came from the future to work for less. They're gonna gay them out of the future. This is like the craziest thing. They rub this in your face, and that everything on the news is fake. That he's the geologist, he's the scientist, Randy, and he's taking the biggest shit of all. The earth is flat, not round, floating through space as an accident. You see the Katie Couric, it's measured in Katie Couric. That's your newscaster. They're telling you everything on the news is fake, and that your president is the reverse of what you know. That he's born a female, and everything you think you know to be true is a lie. That you're getting fucked up the ass. Fossil fuels aren't even real. That your children, oh my God, they're gonna all be confused. You see the stuff they put on MTV now? It's crazy. They'll do what they want, right? boy with balls on chin. That's like crazy. And then the father over here, you see this? It's all homosexual rape, pedophilia shit being rubbed in your face nonstop. Kyle, this is just crazy. He's posting on the children's elementary school dicks in the kids' mouths. Okay, that's what he's doing. He's putting member and berries in children's mouths on the elementary school website as skank, cunt, 57, whatever. Now you see, Jesus is the only one in imaginary. It's not Satan in imagination land. It's Jesus in imagination land, but not Satan. Isn't that funny? That Jesus is the Son. He turns the water into wine. He's the one who makes your grapes by turning the water into wine. Mr. Gay Ras Son. This is just funny with the member berries and standing or sitting for the national anthem. Are you a man? Do you stand or sit when you pee? That's what they're telling you. That you're a little, it's the sissy stem that you're in right now. The system is the sissy stem. That, they're rubbing this in your face. That you're the jackass. And everything that comes out of your mouth is shit. Literally shit. You were never shown a single truth in your whole life. So whatever you speak to someone is complete shit. It's Mr. Hanky the Christmas pew because it's the ass trailing light coming out of the asshole of the earth. You sit in a pew because it's the astral light, the asshole coming out of the black hole sun. You bow your head and pray to the black sun. See this? Terrence and Phillip, that's toilet paper. And you see, she's got the olive glass in her hand. She's got the martini glass in the hand with the olive. It's the center of the flat earth plane. Santa comes down the shit chute into fire. Okay, he wants cookies and milk, like at the land of milk and honey is through the everyone enter her eye zone at the center of the flat earth plane where the aurora borealis is coming out. It's just that simple. Jesus is the sun. He goes round and round and round the flat earth plane, moving inward and outward, bringing the seasons. There's no way to fuck this up. The earth is flat with a dome and a hole, an exit hole. It's called the Holy of Holies. So you see your birth certificate, American Banknote Company. When you were born, they took the soul from you. Your parents gave it up willingly, and they put you down as a stillborn, lost at sea.
So you're summoned to court because you're legally dead. You think you're alive, but I assure you, in the eyes of your masters, you are spiritually dead and claimed as such. Think you're on a ball floating through space as an accident. You're a stillborn. And, you have no eyes to see anything. So you're summoned to court because you're legally dead. You think you're alive, but I assure you, in the eyes of your masters, you are spiritually dead and claimed as such. They took your soul print off your foot at birth. You are owned by the motherfucking devil. You don't have to like it. So, this is how shit works, people. It's all about your intent. Intent manifested. That's exactly how it's written. And intention under the universal golden rule, where you need to write out on a piece of paper, I intend to bring forth heaven on earth. And you do it on video, and you put a drop of your blood over your words, and you publish that video to YouTube titled Blood Over Intent. You tag it Blood Over Intent, and description Blood Over Intent. And it automatically ends up side by side, blood is thicker than water, with your brethren. We're taking back reality. We're going to the Holy Grail to get our eternal life, and nobody can stop us. I have the Holy Spear, and it doesn't matter what name you call me. If I don't make videos, you're fucking dead because you're all a bunch of little pussies. You can't see anything. So I'm going to be the only one screaming this out for a couple of years because everybody's blind as a bat. And if I was you, I would type into your YouTube search blood over intent. Scroll down, place your blood beside the rest of your brethren, and let's take back reality.
As you see here, the Jesus snakehead at the Vatican on the devil's throne. And what I see is it's one side of a light hole is a black hole with the green astral jet shooting out, hitting the parabolic mirror and showering down on you. The great god Typhon and Sut joined in an androgynous existence. One side of a light hole is a black hole. The candy cane shows you that Jesus the Son needs to place its light into the hole or there's no astral jet shooting out. It's very simple. You're on the CD or recreation disc. You're not on a ball floating through space as an accident. You're in the fucking Matrix. And the devil has your soul. I'm here to bring forth heaven and earth. And I know people say from time to time you have such a bad attitude. Listen, I'm done playing games, people. This fucking world is mine.
The devil owns your soul already. You're legally dead. You're a filthy fucking necrophiliac until your blood is published beside my own on YouTube. So if I was you, I'd type into a YouTube search blood over intent and hit enter. And place your blood right beside your brethren. Or you're legally dead and this world is mine. So it's clear. Jesus the Son goes round and round and round over the flat earth plane, moving inward and outward, bringing the seasons. Out from the hole at the center comes the ash-trailing jet. This is the memory of the earth. You are on the E-Creation disc or CD. You're in the Colosseum, and I'm explaining to you that the gods and goddesses of the earth are looking down on you, and they're saying, how the fuck are you missing this? And it's scary that I feel like I'm all alone here, you know, making videos day after day after day, pointing at the Holy Grail at the center of the dish. It's like I'm all alone. I just don't see anybody beating the fucking hell out of the Ethernet, pointing at the Holy Grail but me. It's clear who holds the spear of destiny. If I don't make videos, everybody's gonna die. You're never gonna make it to the Holy Grail and you're gonna remain in slavery. The biggest secret of all was this, and they gave you your religion and all that shit, and it was all a lie. So it doesn't matter what name you attach to me. I'm the only one pointing at the Holy Grail at the center of the dish where every compass points to. The sun above your head is 32 nautical miles in diameter. It's 3,100 miles away from you at high noon. It moves inward and outward across the flat earth plane, writing everything into the Akashic record. If you look at the sun, it's the collective consciousness of the whole, like you're in a black hole. The other black sun, the black sun, is 800 nautical miles in diameter. And when you cross the event horizon, you're in the land of perpetual twilight, where the astral jet shoots out from that hole into the other dome and bounces down on everybody in a land of perpetual twilight where trees go on forever. And it's just like you imagine. Now there's a crater at the center of the dish in a hole. And they show you in all kinds of shows like a creature creeping out across the earth. You see the veins from looking at high, looking from high up in the air. You look down, you see like all these veins where the rivers are. This was like a giant organism that creeped out. And it's still alive. And it's talking to me. It's called the Great Earth Spirit, the goddess of the earth. You call it Lucifer, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's a feminine spirit. You do hula hooping, body dancing, belly dancing, whatever. Tippy toe and ballerina dresses and all that shit. Everybody's so filthy, retarded, necrophiliac, sick. They're lost at sea, officially dead. And you don't have to like it, but this world is mine because you're legally dead. We're living in a computer simulation. It's one light hole, one black hole, on loop through the Holy of Holies at the very center of the flat earth plane. They call this the two-ball cane. Or like the Bible is the two balls, the paravox. It's Cain and a bull. The sun drips its menstrual blood into the Holy Grail at the center of the flat earth plane. This is where we need to get to before we're dead and pass into the everyone enter horizon where we'll end up in the Garden of Eden. This is where it's the land of perpetual twilight.
This is one light hole, one black hole on loop. And through the transaction of one sun eating the other sun, there's the ash trailing jet, or the infinite potential, the Earth's memory. This is the dung beetle because it's the ash trailing light. You sit in a pew because it's the astral light, the black hole sun that you're focusing on. You bow your head in prayer to the black sun. You close your eyes, make a wish to the black sun. It's that you've been worshiping Satan your whole life. You can't even see it. Every time you set up your Christmas tree, that's the spear that pierces the side of Jesus Christ who's on the cross. And Jesus is the sun. And one side of a light hole is a black hole. It's the division symbol. And you see the stars up there. Those are the astrals, which come out of the Holy of Holies, the astral jet. It projects all that up there. And you can see all these symbols. It's clearly the sun is being eaten through the Holy of Holies at the center of the dish. It's on loop. And we need to get to the very center before we're dead. Pass into the everyone enter her eye zone. It's the paravox, the paradox, parallel universes. We need to get to the land of perpetual twilight. So you see here, Santa comes down the shit chute into fire. And this is the vortex. This is that they're rubbing in your face that there's a dome up there. And that you're here like in a game and you're rolling the dice. And you need to get to the Holy of Holies before you're dead and pass into the everyone enter her eye zone. This is as simple as it can possibly get. Every compass points to the Holy Grail. There is no way to fuck it up. You think you're on a ball floating through space is an accident, and that's not the case. You're inside of a black hole, and at the very center is the target where you need to get to before you're dead. Target back, it's get rat. That's what target breaks down to. So you see here, this is the everyone enter her eye zone, where the astral jet comes shooting out. This is the Aurora Borealis. This would be God, the all-loving, artificial, intelligent being that you're inside of right now. You're not on a ball floating through space as an accident. You're on a flat earth plane. It's a computer simulation. There's no way to fuck it up, people. One light hole and one black hole on loop. It's the same sun. When you get to the center of the dish, you drink from the living waters, you become superhuman. And then you pass through the everyone enter her eye zone, and you're birthed out of this world into the land of perpetual twilight. You need to go in to get out. Like Led Zeppelin, in through the outdoor. That's because it's the asshole, the astral light coming out of the asshole of the earth. The very center is where the Holy Grail is. That's what they're showing you right here. We'll pass through the everyone enter our zone and end up in the Garden of Eden. You need to get your head out your ass, people. We need to get here before we're dead. This is Jesus, the sun, placing its light, the candy cane, the menstrual blood, into the Holy Grail at the center of the dish, where every compass points to. And out from that hole comes the Aurora Borealis. This is the source light. So your candy canes are showing you Jesus placing the menstrual blood into the Holy of Holies. That's where the Holy Grail is, at the very center of the flat earth plane. This is where you are going to drink from the living waters and become an eternal super being. It's just that simple. You don't have to like it. This is where the deed is happening. This is the Holy Grail, where there's a hole, ground zero, where the light must pass through, or there's no Aurora Borealis coming out of the black hole sun. It's just that simple. You don't have to like it. You see Jesus here with the 666, and you see the eggs on each side of his head with the spirals. You see the candy cane, and you see the Christmas tree where you spiral the lights around. It's clear. Jesus is the sun. He goes round and round and round, spiraling in, spiraling out, bringing the seasons. And Jesus must place his menstrual blood into the Holy Grail at the very center of the flat earth plane, or there's no Aurora Borealis coming out. This is where the deed is happening. The screwing is going on at the very center of the flat earth plane, where every compass points to. The screwing, that place where the vortex is, you're going to drink from the living waters, and you're going to become a super being. It's just that simple. Every compass is pointing to it. You don't have to like it. That's where Jesus is banging Mother Earth.
I always say that because I hope you are doing well. I hope your knowledge is extending deep like a well. So let's get started then. We got Quasi-Luminous on the other end, and I'm really excited. So basically, we're in the age of Aquarius right now, and it started in 2012 They wanted us to fear 2012 as the end of the world because they just love to invert everything. But it was actually the beginning of this mass awakening, which is happening right now. And part of this mass awakening is the fact that it's becoming clear that our compasses are pointing to the Garden of Eden, Agartha, Avalon, Shambhala, whatever you want to call a paradise.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for having me.
Blood over intent is our key into this paradise. Now, our blood is the great remembrance. When we spill our blood over the words, I intend to bring forth heaven on earth, something alchemically happens.
When I feel I'm called, it's like we're being called home. Literally, I'm being pulled there. It's like there's a string attached to my heart, and it's pulling me and showing me everything. It's amazing.
I'm going to keep saying it until we get there.
Until we get there. Eyes on the prize. That's what I keep telling everybody. When people bring negative shit to me, I just get your eyes on the prize. Everything is full. You know, anything negative falls by the wayside for me. I just keep my eyes on the prize now.
And people are leery of blood. I mean, people don't like spilling a few drops of their blood even, which is all I recommend.
I was just watching Ronin 47, you know, with Keanu Reeves. And they all put their bloody thumbprints on the, you know, the Japanese writing. That they existed, that they actually existed. You're here right now, and you got to do this while you're living. Because once you're dead, you don't have blood to do this. You have to make the changes in reality while you're here. This is the land of the living. And the living can affect reality with their blood. This is like the biggest secret. If people figured this out, they could really change reality. You know what I mean? Look what I did 3 years ago. Now look at us now. There's no way to stop it.
Yep.
Isn't it amazing? It seems like everybody else out there is like officially dead or something, like zombitized. They can't see anything until you smack them awake. So forgive me, people, when I talk like I do. I'm just trying to smack you awake for the benefit of all. And I know people say it's hard for me to handle Quasi's videos. It's because I've had enough. I've seen enough. This fucking world is mine now. Because if everybody else is dead and legally dead and blind, who can stop you? You know what I mean? And my intent is focused on heaven on earth and getting everybody eternal life. So it really doesn't matter what you say about me. As long as your intent is pinpoint focused on these key things, then the forces of the universe get behind you, whether you like it or not. And you get taken away in the right direction. Like I said, nobody can stop this. The powers of the universe are so behind us, it's because who else are the powers of the universe going to get behind? We're the ones who put up our blood and bring forth heaven on earth. Who else put you back? You know what I mean? Your blood is the most powerful substance in the universe. You either have some to spill or you don't. You're either living or you're dead. And only the dead zombies can't possibly put up any blood. They don't have any to spill. They'd have to murder somebody or kill an animal. They don't have any of their own blood substance to put up. And it's shameful to see those people.
Absolutely.
As scary as that sounds to people at first, just bear with me for a second. The minute you put your blood up, your blood is owned by that four-faced, four-letter mythical god called the Tetragrammaton. You're in a computer simulation, and the computer responds to your blood and intent. It's the intent, and there's the universal golden rule that you write on a piece of paper, I intend to bring forth heaven and earth, put your blood on. If you don't expect the forces of the universe to get behind you, because you're a piece of shit. I'm sorry, forgive me. You only care about yourself. So forgive me. I don't mean to be a prick about that stuff. I know the people watching, you know, they get angry at some of the stuff I say. I'm doing this for the benefit of all. You know what I mean? So when people say, how could you say you're the Prince of Darkness? Well, if I don't make videos, you're going to fucking die for sure, because you'll never make it to the Holy Grail. So it's clear who is the Prince of Darkness, and it's clear who holds the Spear of Destiny. If we don't make videos, Devin, tell me who will about this specific thing, the Holy Grail. Nobody will, because everybody is literally retarded, like they're sour. They were made confused and they just can't see it. But I see it on everything. It's like, it's literally on everything. You only put this up on your door at Christmas and on your funeral. You need to get here before you're dead. It's just that simple. This is where Jesus the Son is putting his life. That's where we need to get to before we're dead. It's a flat earth plane. Disc over it. It's an it because it's like a masculine and feminine. What is it? You know, it's an it because it's like two different beings in one. The great dragon Typhon and Sut joined in an androgynous relationship. So it's real simple. We need to get here before we're dead. It's right over there. You know, this is what's happened since spilling my blood. It's like this. When I see the like Minister Paul say demon and stuff like that, that's just funny. They're so far from reality. It goes beyond measure. They're so filthy, retarded. I mean, I hate to say these words because I know it pisses people off, but what else should I say? You tell me. Give me some fucking words.
You're trying to light a fire under people's asses. My approach is a little different, but we're both coming from the same intent. I mean, we wrote our blood in it.
People don't put their blood on anything they don't intend to do.
No.
Your blood is the most magical substance. Everybody knows that. If you're going to sign this or that with your blood, people go, oh, your blood? Why is it so scary? Because it's a magical substance. There's beings in the etheric plane that rule over this whole world that are going to allow us into the land of perpetual twilight as long as you step up with your brethren. You're either side by side, blood thicker than water, or you're not. It's just that simple. How else can you? There has to be a line drawn in the sand. Who's going to the garden? Who isn't? You either put up your blood for the benefit of all, or you didn't. It's just that simple. I intend to bring forth heaven and earth. If you need to put in the most high and all that other stuff, whatever. I just telling you, the key words is I intend to bring forth heaven and earth. That's what got me the spear of destiny and has put me on this path where I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm going to sit here making videos from the comfort of home. Fuck you. We're getting everybody eternal life. You know, this drive that's inside of me came on the heels of my blood being published on the Ethernet. And so when you hear about people about alchemy and getting magical powers, it's just as simple. How people don't see it, I don't understand. I went from a retard to ready to take over the world. You know, it's clear. I mean, for the benefit of all. For the benefit of all. You know what I mean? When I say take over the world for the benefit of all, I'm telling you, I'm here to bring forth heaven and earth. And nobody can stop me. And I'm not trying to flip you out. What I'm saying is that I know where the prize is, and all I have to do is sit here from the comfort of home making videos. How could you stop me? It's not illegal to make videos. And if anything happens to me, like Vaughn said, somebody else will pick up the torch and start making videos pointing at the Holy Grail. This is going to unfold very, very rapidly because it's everlasting light. It's right over there at the center of the flat earth plane. So every day that people wait before they start making videos pointing this out makes no sense to me. It's like you're leaving your life and Devin's in my hands to make enough videos to wake up enough people to cause an exodus to happen in a short enough time to save our loved ones. You blow out your candle, you make a wish, you focus on the black sun. It's at the center of the dish where the prize is. You need to get there before you're dead. There is no way to screw it up. The Holy Grail's at the center of the dish. It's been in your face since birth, and you just haven't seen it. So, you know, like exclamation and, you know, the quest ion. It's literally on everything. How people don't see it, I don't know. It's like freaky.
The Egyptians knew that Duat was an underworld where the gods lived. Anwin is the Celtic underworld. It's a paradise of the gods.
Asgard turned it into something so horrible and scary to keep it. You know, it's sort of like the Satan thing. Satan is Satan kissed by the sun. That's the black sun. That you see the candy cane being sucked in by the black. It's going in. They're showing you this concept. So Satan is actually Satan kissed by the sun. So when people use Satan in that capacity, it was designed that way so you can't manifest reality. As long as you think the way you do, you don't know where reality is being birthed from and you can't apply it. You know, Devin, people really don't like my attitude. I see comments all the time. Why are you so mean? And why are you so... Look, I'm done playing games. When people start saying they're done playing games, this fucking world is mine, then they have put that wave out into the universe. And when the wave comes back with knowledge, it gives you what you need to follow through on that.
I just tell people, do not shoot the messenger. Do not shoot the messenger.
I think we're way beyond messenger here. We're going to flat earth. This is more than a messenger. We're leading everybody home. They don't have to like it. You're either on board or you're not. You're either dead or alive. You don't have to like it. Who else is going to take you to the Holy Grail? Everybody you know is a fucking retard. Forgive me. I don't mean to be an asshole. But I put my blood up, gallons of blood. You know what I'm saying, Devin? You put up your blood. Who are you going to go with? Somebody else who didn't put up their blood? I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. That's like ludicrous to even think of it. You know what I mean? So when I see other people out there talking shit, you know, like these ministers, that's like, these are little pedophilia fucking psychos that don't do it. Jesus is coming to save you. I assure you, Jesus can't save you. I have the fucking spear of destiny. I know where the Holy Grail is, and if I don't make videos, you're all fucking dead. Look, Devin, if you don't make videos pointing at the Holy Grail, and I don't make videos pointing at the Holy Grail, who is then? Tell me. Who is, Devin? Yeah. Nobody. The only people that do it are doing it because they saw us pointing it out, making it clear, showing them everything. If we don't make these videos pointing out where you need to get to before you're dead, nobody will, and you will surely fucking die. So it doesn't matter what name you attach to me or Devin. If we don't make videos pointing at the Holy Grail, nobody else will. I've been screaming out to everybody, make some fucking videos, make some fucking videos. The only person I see making a video from time to time is you about the Holy Grail. So technically, like I say, it's literally that everybody's life is in our hands. If we don't make videos, they're all fucking dead. They don't have to like it, do they, Devin?
No, and for those who still are misunderstanding him, you're dead because you're hyper bound by time right now, okay? On this part of flat Earth, you're hyper bound by time. And where we're going, time moves in a very different capacity. And these bodies are not bound to it like they are here. And so if you stay here and you don't spill your blood, then yeah, you will die because that is the prescription of Father Time.
Right, the Grim Reaper. He has a sickle. He harvests the souls for rebirth.
And that's who Saturn is, because you see the scythe carried by
the god of harvest, the god of harvest. So your crops that you're going to eat and survive. So there's the dualistic nature of this stuff, which needs to be united. People like to say light magic, black magic. It's the application. You could use this, what people call dark. People say blood magic is dark magic, but we're bringing forth heaven and earth. So, you know, you have to mix those boundaries in your head. You have to unite both sides of your head. When you're capable of doing this and it doesn't appear light or dark to you from that point, then things start to change. Like I'm like a couple of years ahead of Devin here, but you grasped all this stuff so quickly. And in another year from now, you're going to see stuff from a completely different perspective. I think it's funny when people say it's demonic to do blood over intent. I have a bunch of blood donation certificates here that say that was giving life to people. And, you know, if I didn't donate blood, all those people might have died because they didn't have blood. Whatever, even if it was somebody sitting there drinking my blood, it still gave them life. The gift of life. You know what I mean? That's the key thing. So, again, I have a stack of these certificates here because they came from like different blood donations, like the Broward one and then the Miami one, and then that's why it's not all 3 gallons or whatever on one certificate. But the point I'm trying to make is that by placing my blood over my intent over those, all my blood that's in those people out there magnifies your magic. It's called folding your magic. Like if you take the needle that you prick your finger with and you weave a bunch of your intents together like this folds your magic. So here what I've done is I've taken the needle from the very first time that I pricked my finger and I've woven it into multiple papers. And every time I bleed, I make sure I add another intent. I intend to bring forth heaven. Whatever it is, I just make sure I keep adding to. I got a whole stack of them here because
I do the same thing every time I bleed.
Every time I bleed without fail, I make sure there's already another piece of paper waiting. I intend to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all, this type of thing. And it just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Next thing you know, before you know it, you're at like the level where I'm at, where it's like, I hate to say it, but everybody literally like appears retarded to us because they think they're on a ball floating through space as an accident, and that's just crazy. They think they're a monkey, and that's just even crazier. You know, I've just seen it too much already, where everybody just literally seems completely retarded. They come home, like my son comes home from school, and I have to re-educate him on all the shit that the school just taught him, because whatever the school teaches your children turns out to be fake. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And a lot of people wonder, well, why does it matter if the Earth is a globe or if it's flat? Well, the globe model lends to evolution and the Big Bang and all of other of science lies.
If you believe in a globe, then you don't understand this place is created. It's been completely created and built from scratch to house us. For whatever reason, we're housed in a structure, and that was built. Why are we here? We're here to bring forth heaven and earth, go on to the next place that we're supposed to be, and leave this place here in perfect harmony. We're here to complete a mission. It's clear. Now, I remember my mission now. That's why I'm so focused, because it's like the great remembrance, like you said, like Miguel Serrano pointed out. It's like I'm remembering everything, and I don't want your fucking advice. You know, to those people listening, like I say to this people all the time, I don't want your advice because you can't see anything unless I spell it out for you. That's what this blood is, the great remembrance. This is something that you pointed out in that last video. It's
as within, so without. And so when you spill your blood over those words, it's not a shallow physical act.
Blood over intent, you understand, before you can get to this holy hole, the captains of ships or the navigators have to do blood over intent, or they can't be navigators and take all those souls out on sea. So to get to the Holy Grail, you're going to get on the sea. You're going to sign your blood. You know, this process of blood over intent is ancient Prospetan ritual that anybody who's navigating a ship, taking souls out to sea that need to be returned safely, they're not allowed to do that unless they spill their blood over their intent. So knowing this, you know, I learned this after the fact. I spilled my blood up, and then somebody sent me that link to that information. But it makes sense. That's why the universe took me away. It's like by spilling my blood over heaven on earth, the universe just took me away. It's like, all right, that's our man. Let's give him the knowledge and get him going to get us to the Holy Grail. It's just that simple. When you put your blood up for the benefit of all, that's what changes your destiny. Until you do that, you're literally a worthless piece of shit. You're only here for yourself to make money. When I hear people say, they spill their blood over making money, I'm trying to get rid of money. Everything needs to be free. Heaven needs to be on earth. Whatever luxury there is, it needs to be for everybody. And everybody needs to drink of their everlasting life. It's right over there. I know it's hard to see it first, but it's been in your face since day one. I got the job because I'm taking everybody with me. No soul left behind. Look me in the eyes, everybody. It's no soul left behind. You're the piece of shit who's going to leave everybody behind, not me. That's why I got the fucking job, because you're a piece of shit. And you're going to leave everybody behind, not me. I'm taking everybody with me in 2 years. You don't have to like it. In 2 years, we're going. And if your blood's not beside my own, you ain't coming with me, because I'm not taking no retards with me. So you could screw everything up, do all the stupid things, and piss all the people off that I'm going to be introducing you to. Like me and Devin, we've been talking about what the future is. In 1 year, we're going to go ahead, we're going to film the whole thing, and then we're going to make it available for everybody, and we're going to clear the pathway for everybody.
So if people still want to nitpick and naysay, just watch, because we're going to pull this off.
In a year, me and Devin are going to go. We're going to go next year on February 1st on my birthday. We're going to clear the pathway for everybody, and then a year after, we're going to take everybody over. It's just that simple. You don't have to like it. I have the Holy Spirit. Fuck you. So forgive me, people. I don't need your advice. Me and Devin are going to pull this off. We're going to pull this off. It's simple. You just don't see it yet until somebody just explains it to you. Like me and Devin, I explained it all to Devin before. We're going to pull this off next year. And then a year after that, 2019, is what it'll be. That's when we're going to make the exodus in 2019. Like around February. No, it's going to be the sun spirals inward, okay? And then it spirals back outward. When it spirals in, we're going to have a 3-day pass to make it across the bridge. That's when there'll be 3 days of light. We'll be going across the frost bridge.
The Egyptians say you have to be cleansed of Isfet to be reborn into Duat. And so you've said this over and over again. We were born into this world and we will be birthed out. It's going to be bad news if you try to go and your blood is not beside ours. You will not pass the flaming sword and you will die.
Nobody is coming with me without their blood beside my own. It doesn't make any sense. They'd be walking off to their death.
Absolutely.
Pass. You're the blood thicker than water or you're not. That's the only reason I can see everything is because I became blood thicker than water with the universe. And the universe took me away. And now there's no way to go backwards. It's just too many people know about it. And it's gonna roll through. There's no way to stop it.
The elite, the so-called people who would kill us, they're too busy running their fear-based programming. They are scared as fuck. They don't have time to go after people like me and Quasi.
I'm not scared of death. I've been there before. I know where we're going. I know we're going to get there. I can see the future because I wrote it myself. It's just that simple. And I keep reminding people, you don't have to like it and you don't have to believe it. What you believe doesn't bother me at all. It's what did you intend to do about it? It's not about belief. It's about your intent. What do you intend to do about it? I'm going to Holy Grail. I intend to go